bold, brazen, and for the most part untouchable. Blackbeard lived his life as perhaps the most feared and formidable pirate who ever existed. His name became a legend, but much of his early life is shrouded in mystery. Pirates seldom left behind written records about themselves, and official documentation is scarce. They often concealed their identities, not only to protect themselves from the law, but also to spare their families from the shame of piracy. Blackbeard introduced himself as Edward Teach, though no records prove whether that was his real name or just a clever alias. Many historians believe he was born around 1680 in Bristol, England. Rise of a pirate. As a teenager, Teach left England and set sail for the Caribbean. He served as a privateer during Queen Anne's War until its conclusion in 1714 when the war ended. Teach, like many former privateers, faced a choice: return to a simple life or continue making fortunes through piracy. It was in the Bahamas that he met Captain Benjamin Hornigold, a pirate mentor who changed his fate. Under Hornigold's guidance, Teach quickly rose in rank. He gained his own small fleet, and soon after, the two plundered a powerful 300-ton French frigate named La Concorde. When Hornigold later accepted amnesty from the governor of the Bahamas, Edward Teach was left in charge. He upgraded La Concorde into a terrifying war machine, renaming it Queen Anne's Revenge and mounting 40 cannons aboard. The Blackbeard persona. This is where Edward Teach truly became Blackbeard. His appearance alone struck fear into the hearts of sailors. He grew a thick, wild beard, uncommon for the time, and tied it with colored ribbons. In battle, he placed lit fuses under his hat, causing smoke to billow around his face, making him appear like a demon rising from the sea. Across his chest, he carried multiple pistols, knives, and his trusted cutlass. Many enemies surrendered at the mere sight of him. Terrifying stories spread across the Caribbean, feeding his reputation as an unstoppable force. Terror on the seas. Blackbeard captured dozens of ships across the Caribbean. His most famous victory was the capture of the HMS Scarborough, a powerful warship. By 1718, he was at the height of his power, feared by merchants and navies alike. That same year, he staged his most daring plot, the blockade of Charleston, South Carolina. Several of his crew were sick and desperately needed medicine. To secure it, Blackbeard captured multiple ships, including one carrying respected citizens of Charleston. He threatened to execute them and burn the ships unless the governor delivered the medicine. Panic gripped the city. The governor complied, and Blackbeard released the hostages, proving his word could be as dangerous as his weapons. This was the peak of his notoriety. The fall begins, but every rise has a fall. Just days after Charleston, the Queen Anne's Revenge ran aground near Beaufort, North Carolina. Some claim this was no accident. According to rumors, Blackbeard deliberately sank the ship, shedding weaker crewmen and keeping only 300 of his most loyal fighters, along with the lioness share of the treasure. Blackbeard soon accepted amnesty from Governor Eden of North Carolina, even marrying for what some say was the 14th time. Outwardly, he lived like a respectable citizen, but the call of the sea was too strong. Secretly, he returned to piracy, disguising it under the role of a privateer. The final battle. Governor Alexander Spotswood of Virginia had had enough. Determined to rid the seas of Blackbeard, he dispatched two ships, the HMS Pearl and the HMS Lime, under the command of Lieutenant Robert Maynard. On November 22, 1718, the legendary battle took place at Ocracoke Island. Blackbeard opened fire, nearly destroying a third of Maynard's forces in minutes. Believing victory was certain, Blackbeard boarded Maynard's ship, expecting an easy fight, but Maynard had hidden his men below deck. When the pirates climbed aboard, Maynard's soldiers surged out, ambushing them. A brutal melee followed. Blackbeard was shot 5 times and struck with 20 sword wounds, before he finally fell. Even in death, he proved nearly impossible to kill. After the fight, his head was severed and hung from Maynard's ship as a grim trophy, a warning to all who dared follow the path of piracy. Legacy. By the end of his life, Blackbeard had amassed what today would equal over £8 million in treasure. But more valuable than gold was the legend he left behind. Tales of his ghost haunting the seas, of strange lights in the sky, and of his headless body swimming around Maynard's ship 3 times continue to echo in folklore. Blackbeard wasn't just a pirate, he was a master of image, fear, and reputation. And though the golden age of piracy is long gone, his name still stands as one of the most infamous in history. If you enjoyed this story of Blackbeard, the Pirate King of Terror, don't forget to like this video and let me know in the comments which legendary figure you want me to cover next. More tales of history's darkest legends are on the way, so subscribe and stay tuned.